So instead of waiting until the end of my talk, I would like to begin by teaching you a body talk technique. It's a wellness care technique that was created by Dr. John Veltheim. I have shared this technique here before, but this year, more than ever before, I believe this is an essential self-care energy medicine tool that every single one of us need. Some of you know that I'm an energy medicine practitioner, and in my practice these days, almost without exception, I'm seeing internal disconnection, massive internal disconnection. It seems to me that everything that we've walked through these past months have not only created a deepening us and them external environment, but it's also created a deeply personal internal disconnections. And I believe that before we can even hope to affect a change in our world, we have to heal ourselves. First, we need to heal from everything we have walked through these past few years, and then we will have a more solidified inner space to walk forward from. Of course, this is just one woman's opinion, but I think the most important healing we need to do is to become reunified within ourselves and then with each other. We have to build an immunity to all those divisory tactics by first becoming solidly united within ourselves. For some of you, this will be a moment of repetition because I have shared this with you every time I've been here the last couple years, whether it's been to do a concert or a service. So I hope you'll forgive me for that. But over 30 years ago, when Dr. John Veltheim, founder of the Body Talk Technique, started teaching the three-brain complex, science hadn't yet discovered the neuron or neurite proof that there were, in fact, three brains in the body: a brain in the head, a brain in the heart, and a brain in the gut. And Dr. Veltheim believed that this was meant to function as a single working collective. And when it was functioning as a working collective, the heart-brain leads. Isn't that interesting? The heart-brain leads. In my own experience, when the heart-brain leads, I walk forward moment by moment, to quote Emmy, as a proactive, compassionate, and loving member of this human family, easily remembering where I am standing now is sacred space. So if you'll join me in linking the three-brain complex, I'm going to teach you this technique right now. It has three component parts: tapping across both sides of the skull. We're creating a standing wave, tapping around the heart chakra and tapping around the navel. And while we're tapping, just gentle breaths in and out, and then repeat after me. Tapping skull. I'm linking the brain in my head to the brain in my heart and the brain in my gut. Again, I'm linking the brain in my head to the brain in my heart and the brain in my gut. Last time. I'm linking the brain in my head to the brain in my heart and the brain in my gut. Thank you so much for doing that with me. I suggest that you do that every single day, once a day, anytime that you're feeling the slight bit of internal disconnection. Tap and link those three brains. Over the years, I have shared so much with you as a performing artist, doing services and concerts here, grateful for this space. This is an amazing space that you have created, both physically and mystically. But I want to share a few things more today from my perspective as a healing artist. I want to share a few things that I have come both to understand and believe about the body-mind complex. One, our bodies are made up of approximately 70 trillion single-celled citizens, generally doing a pretty fantastic job of living and working together. The success and health of this amazing body-mind collective depends on effective communication and synchronized functioning. Two, the breath and the act of breathing is a tool that the head brain uses to scan the entire body-mind complex with every breath in, with every breath out, scanning bone, tissue, blood, lymph, organs, muscles, ligaments, tendons, nerve supply, blood circulation, the respiratory system, the circulatory system, and the meridians, the chakras, and all the cells. Every single breath, the head brain is scanning and sending signals, making adjustments, keeping this body-mind complex in an overall state of harmonic balance. And yet, interestingly enough, anytime we become stressed or are in pain, exactly when we need those full body breaths we automatically drop into a fight-flight response, and we stop breathing all the way into our body. Pay attention to yourself next time you're stressed out. You're only breathing to about here. 3, coordinated head-brain function. Having all the parts of the head brain linked in fluid communication is essential for harmonic well-being. And I will end today's talk by teaching you a body talk technique that addresses coordinated head brain function. 4, the fascial system, our fascia, or fascia if you're a Midwesterner, interpenetrates all our organs, muscles, bones, nerve fibers, and it provides the entire body with an internal environment that enables and supports all the body-mind systems to operate in an integrated manner. So, interestingly enough, the simple act of smiling lifts the fascia and gives the entire body-mind complex this little micro-mini massage. Every time you smile, you give yourself this little internal massage. The words I like to remember, I carry them with me as a mantra so often these days, is breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Will you say that with me? Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Again, breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. And 5, as I said earlier, there is only ever one point in time and space where harmonic balance is possible, here and now. So anything that we allow to pull us out of the moment disrupts our internal balance. Many of you know that I am both a body talk practitioner and a Reiki master. I've been on this path for over 50 years, as long as I've been singing, actually. And the covenant that I assumed when I first stepped onto this path is called the Reiki Ideals. 2 of those ideals are, just for today, I will let go of anger. And just for today, I will let go of worry. What I've come to understand from living with this covenant all these years and from learning the art of letting go is that when I am disrupted by anger, I'm generally living in the past. I'm going to say that again. When I am disrupted by anger, I'm generally living in the past. When I'm disrupted by worry, I'm generally living in the future. In neither instance am I here now in this present moment, which in actuality is the only moment where my power, my wisdom, and my intuitive abilities are available to me, right here, right now. So the first step I suggest when we try to, let me back up. So the first step that I suggest we try to use to live through these challenging times is to be here now, remembering this is where my power is. Remembering now is where my ability to presence love is. Remembering now is where my internal balance is. Because when I am disrupted by worry or fear, I stop resonating with the world. I stop harmonizing within and without. And so as I walk forward into this new and potentially amazing year, my primary focus is harmonic wellness. To be in harmony and to resonate with, rather than to vibrate against. To review our tools, linking the three-brain complex, being here now, gentle, full and deep breathing, and smiling. Now, let's tap out our cortices together. This addresses coordinated brain function throughout our head brain. But before we do, no, I'm going to save that. Okay, so there's three component parts tapping out cortices. Again, we tap the head brain, we tap the heart brain, we tap the gut. Excuse me, a drink of water. Oh, lots of water. It's so good for your system. And the second part is we cover each section of the brain, this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one, and the last is this. And while we're doing that, we breathe easily, deeply. We call it, actually exaggerated breathing is breathing loud enough so you can hear yourself breathing. But I don't want you to breathe so fast that you make yourself dizzy, because if all of you passed out, it would be a really horrible thing here. Okay, so first position, and we just tap, breathe, tap skull, tap sternum, tap navel. Take a deep breath, change position, tap skull, tap sternum, tap navel, change position, tap skull, tap sternum, tap navel, change position, tap skull, tap sternum, tap navel, and the last position is the forehead, tap skull, tap sternum, tap navel. And now we cover the limbic brain, the sides of the skull. Take one hand off, tap skull, tap sternum, tap navel. Put that hand back on and take the other hand off and tap skull, tap sternum, and tap navel. Excellent. Just for a moment, take a breath. Excellent. And that's tapping out the cortices. And actually, I usually bring a handout with a link, but I didn't bring that today. So if you want that, tapping out the cortices or the three-brain complex, you can email me at Tricia Baba, TRICIA BABA @AOL.com. Now, in closing, while I was preparing for today's service, my Assyrian grandfather kept coming back to me, the thoughts of him. My Assyrian Zoroastrian grandfather. He taught us to keep it simple. Over and over and over again, he would say, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. So for me, the hardest part has been this. Can I be brave enough on a daily basis to ask myself, where does superiority exist in me? Where does hate exist in me? Where does prejudice exist in me? Where does rage exist in me? What are my triggers? What can I do to root that out and heal myself so I am no longer feeding the energy of chaos? So I am no longer nourishing the insanity. Every single one of us has the opportunity to undertake the single most challenging adventure presented to us this lifetime. We have the chance to heal ourselves so the power of love can flow through us full throttle. I believe this can happen. I believe that where I am standing right now is sacred ground. And the energy that's surrounding this moment is sacred. We have created that together. Remember that. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We will live in peace. We will live in peace. We will live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we will live in peace may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday.